and is working hard to implement the president's priorities. Trump told the New York Times he never would have picked Sessions if he knew the former senator was going to recuse himself from the Russia investigation. House Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi is praying for Senator John McCain, who's battling brain cancer.
I'm a big believer in the power of prayer, so I have great confidence. Over the years, I always remember him saying to all of us under any circumstances was, keep on fighting. And I know that's what he will do, to keep on fighting.
McCain is thanking everyone for the outpouring of support after being diagnosed with brain cancer. The Arizona Republican jokingly tweeted a warning to his sparring partners in Congress that he'll be back soon and told everyone to stand by. The cancer was discovered after the 80-year-old McCain had a blood clot removed from above his eye. And we're getting word that Linkin Park lead singer Chester Bennington is dead of suicide at the age of 41. TMZ reports he hanged himself, and his body was found this morning at a private residence in L.A. County. You're listening to the latest from NBC News Radio.
The new word on the street is bloated. Yeah, you eat this food, GMO, herbicide, pesticide. Foods aren't safe anymore. And then we eat them and we're bloated. Our stomach says, no more, Seymour. So what we have to do is drink the tea. Are you on the tea? GetTheTea.com. That's GetTheTea.com. Super strength tea. It will help you with the new word, bloated. You can get it today. Log on to GetTheTea.com.
How would you react if I told you that slavery was alive and well in the United States? Would you be shocked? My name is Delita, and I am here to tell you that it happens every day. I would know I am a survivor. There are male and female victims all around you, hiding in plain sight, snatched from their neighborhoods and raped. They are sold by their captors in classified ads on the internet. It is time for the scourge of human trafficking to come out of the shadows. Join the Walk on Human Trafficking on July 22nd in San Bernardino to take a stand. For information about the walk or to register as a walker or vendor, please visit familyassist.org/walk-on-trafficking. That's familyassist.org/walk-on-trafficking. Or call 760-843-0701. That's 760-843-0701.
KCAA Radio is proud to announce that the Tri-City Center in Redlands is our new home. We're fortunate to be located among some of the best businesses in the region. Among our neighbors are Ray Chiropractic, Brace Connection Orthodontist, Pain Solutions Medical Massage, Rent-A-Center, MVP Staffing Agency, Jenny Craig, Salon Centric, and many more. The Tri-City Shopping Center is located just off the I-10 between Alabama and the Tennessee exits in Redlands. The Tri-City Center is the mall with the heart.
This is KCAA.
Hello and welcome to Let's Go Shopping with Bev. This show brought to you by Starflight Entertainment. Music by Dr. Bombay and the Blue Machine Band. Song title Living in Paradise. Now here's Bev.
Welcome to the show, everybody. And this, if you've seen my post on Facebook, Twitter, and that airplane I have with a little flag flying around telling everybody who's going to be on the show, if you missed it, I will tell you. The theme of this show and the name of it is The New Kids on the Block. Why? Because we're one of the new kids on the block. Yes, this is a once-in-a-lifetime happening show. We moved. We are in lovely, fabulous, the city of Redlands. Dun, 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 and we are so happy over here. Yay!
Woo-hoo!
Yeah, yahoo, Brandon. And Brandon, my board up, so how do you feel?
Oh, man, you know what the best part about this is?
What?
I have air conditioning.
Is that what that is?
It's a foreign concept, but we have it.
Well, yeah, because we didn't have it over there at the other place.
Not for a while.
Yes. And don't you love it? We have offices with doors.
Doors, oh my God. The general manager loves that so much. He wanted doors so bad.
Yeah.
And we have doors now.
Yeah, and we got room to play in, and, you know.
See, people listening are just like, what are they talking? These are all, these are things in buildings. I don't understand. Why didn't you guys have these?
We won't go down that line.
But, well, Actually, the answers are kind of interesting, but not for right now.
Right. That will be another whole program in itself.
Yeah.
Yes. But we're here, and like I said, the theme is the New Kids on the Block. And Brandon, I'm glad you're with us today. And the next new person on the block, you opened up a few days before we popped in here.
Actually, we've never really closed our doors, but we did change hands.
That's what I meant. Yeah, so it was a couple of days.
Yes,
Yeah, about
absolutely.
2 weeks or something. Right, and if you recognize that voice, that is the one and only Rebecca, and she is the proud owner of the Bag Ladies right here in Redlands. Hey, hey, hey. And she's right around the corner from me. That's even better. And this song is especially for you.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright and so pretty. I hardly can believe it's real. I feel charming, oh so charming. It's alarming how charming I feel.
And that is your song, my dear.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very special.
And with that, I am going to turn this whole thing over to you. And would you please take our listeners by the hand and give them the grand tour of walking through your lovely shop?
I would be happy to. But I do want to comment on the doors things. It reminds me of WKRP in Cincinnati, where he had the tape on the floor marking his doors, his walls.
that's...
Do you recall that?
Yes.
So
yes.
It's so apropos for a radio station to have, invincible doors,
yes.
so to speak. Anyway, thank you for having me on your show today, Bev. I do appreciate it.
You're quite welcome. That's what friends are for, and it's so cool because you're right down the street from me. Yay. And I was in your shop twice already, and so when I tell the team I'm going shopping, they go, We know where you're going.
Going to the Bag Ladies.
Yes.
And the Bag Ladies is located right on East Citrus. I'm just across the street from the YMCA between 8th and 9th. I'm actually nested between a dance studio and a jewelry shop. So it's a very nice location. And as you walk through the front door, the first thing you might see, you'll be introduced by a whole group of women's suits, beautiful suits for church. Business down to business, on to the left, you'll stride around to where you see dresses of all sorts for any occasion, which then, of course, takes you right into your accessories, because what dress would not be complete without a hat, shoes, jewelry, purses? And as you venture around the front, you'll see a couple of different cases, and in these cases, you'll find a variety of accessories, jewelry. There's even a tiara. Which I've been thinking about you. We need to try that tiara on and see how it fits.
Oh, yes, and then I can come in and go, dun,
with
dun,
royalty.
dun.
And most of our clothing you'll see varies in sizes. We have from size 00 all the way to 5X, because beauty comes in all sizes. Women are petite and Rubenesque, or they're very tall and slender and elegant boned. So we want to make sure that every woman gets a chance to dress from head to toe, even in their feet size. We carry all size of shoes and all brands of shoes, purses, you name it. And we even carry athletic wear. We try and designate
noticed that.
Right. Well, you're right across from the YMCA, and the majority of women there are going to venture in just because they're starting a new routine and they want to feel good about themselves. So why not look good too?
And it is so convenient, especially when I'm driving down the hill, you know, because I'm up there in the mountains, and coming down, and it's so easy. You hit Redlands Boulevard, and bada bing, bada boom, you're right there.
Yeah,
you know, and
that's true.
Oh yeah, and then right a couple of doors down from you is Starbucks, and then the station. I'm going, you know, this. All you got to do is say, "Car, this is where we're going," and the car knows where to go.
We have everything right in our little corner of the world. You couldn't ask for more. And some of the greatest shop owners around, too. It's been wonderful. We've even ventured to have a web store. We've developed a web presence. So we're starting to put jewelry and accessories online, especially when air conditioning is at a premium and you want to shop from home. You might as well have that opportunity.
Well, that is the one thing, and I always get in trouble when I say this. I'm one of the weird people when it comes to shopping. I don't like to shop online. The only thing that I do is like my equipment, the microphones and stuff like this. And it's the companies we've been using for years. So I can just put the order in and there it is. But when it comes to your luggage, people call them purses, I call them luggage, the jewelry, the clothing, and on and on and on. I like to go and try them on. I like the feel of it and what have you. And then especially with furniture, a lot of people like to order furniture online. I'm going, that's not furniture. That's cardboard. No,
Yeah.
but you want to feel how strong that's built, and when you
The quality. You
the
need
quality.
you need the texture, the quality, the feel, how something fits. I agree with you when it comes to clothing. I like to try it on, and I highly recommend it because what happens is these are items that are owned by other women. They're consignment, which means we put it on the shelf for them. When it sells, the woman will make money for it. Pardon me. The consignment items are non-refundable, but they are exchangeable for credit. But it's an opportunity for you to try different styles, different brands, and get a feel for the material and the quality. And I can see no place else that you can get quality for half the price, if not a third of the price, and get a chance to complete your ensemble with such a necklace or shoes.
And you have to have that little bit of bling. And even when I'm
yes.
home, and when we're home, we kind of kick back a little bit. But I got to have some kind of a bling on. It's crazy. It's just me.
I think the tiara will work.
Oh yes, and my little kitty cat, Sophia. In the morning when I come down and I'm half awake, and I go to that coffee pot. That coffee has to be turned on, and she hears it. Coming down, and she gets out of her little area where she sleeps, and she goes over, she rubs my leg, she's looking at that coffee pot, and legs looking, okay, now it's daytime. What is mommy gonna wear? And it's a whole, it sounds crazy, but it's fun to do it.
My cat sleeps on top of the coffee pot, so I do understand.
Okay.
Yes.
Is the top big
We
enough?
have an industrial-sized bun, so it has
okay.
2 burners up top and 1 at the bottom. So when it's cold out, she likes to nestle up right on top of the 2 top burners. Even if I turn the coffee pot on, she stays. It's crazy, but
Hey, if it works, it works.
it works. We know where to find her.
Yeah, there you go. Just make sure she moves her tushy when you want the coffee.
Oh, well, the coffee, yeah, definitely.
And then also to get back to your shop, I made a bleep and blunder. I got to apologize. Usually the first question I ask is the beginning of your story. When did you get started and why? And we got so excited talking about what's in the shop.
Right.
We forgot that question. So we're going to back up a little bit. So would you please tell everybody the beginning of your story?
I'd be happy to. Well, the last year and a half prior to deciding to buy a business, it had been a bit tumultuous. We've had 4 deaths in our family, which leads you to question your own mortality. I'm 50 years old. What am I doing? Oh, you're too kind. What do I do with the rest of my life? Am I destined to keep a desk job? And I have a very entrepreneurial spirit. So for me to sit still, as my family will attest, is not me. I've owned businesses before. I've got a background in finances, real estate, you name it, sales mostly. And I've always destined for more. And at this pinnacle in my life, I decided that I needed to pursue something more. And it happened to be a blessing. I was out on bereavement for my brother-in-law's loss at Thanksgiving, and I stumbled upon the opportunity. It was advertised, and I happened to know it was in my neck of the woods, and I stumbled in and went in and talked to her that very same day. And Rosemarie Bustos was the previous owner. She was amazing. We talked. We got to know each other. We became friends. I made an offer. She accepted. We went into escrow. We worked together. I gave up my job just to learn the business. And through that experience, again, we became fast friends. She stayed with me for a month after I purchased the business. Valentine's Day was the official date. So it was like it was meant to be. She actually stayed on and helped me get my business off the ground, introduce me to the clients, and teach me the foes and follies, the things that might happen, and I feel very grateful and very blessed to have had such an opportunity and such a mentor to be there. That's what got me going, was just that opportunity. An unfortunate situation. Had it not been for the loss of family, I would not be where I am, unfortunately.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to
It
be.
was meant
It
to be.
truly, truly was.
And I understand that you do so many other things.
I do.
You enjoy it, but it was like something was always missing. You know what I mean?
This has been a calling. I truly believe it, because I love the ability to work with these women as they come in the door, not really knowing what they're looking for, even if it's just for a little bit of solitude or peace of mind. They come in with a need to feel good, and I like to take them from that moment and entice them into trying things on, trying a new look, cultivating that thought they have in their head, just making it grow. Everybody seems to have a little idea. And the items we come in, women loved. They brought them to me because they loved these items, and they realized that there's somebody out there that might have that same passion that they do, and therefore gives them the opportunity to explore other items and other people's passions. And
I love that story.
Thank you.
I love that. That is so cool. And I'm glad you kept the name.
Thank you.
There's something
couldn't
about,
change it.
You say the bag ladies, and it sticks in your head.
It's been 26 years.
Yeah.
It's been around.
It's been, because I remember, 15, 16 years ago? Something like that. And when I really got going in radio. And I remember we were doing the cancer walk that we do every year down there in Redlands, and it's really big. And I heard these ladies talking about the bag lady. And I'm going, what's the bag lady? I didn't hear it. They told me. And sure enough, I went in and I looked and I went, the light bulb went on. And I did buy a couple of items from her, through the time. And then as time went on, and I heard from my women's group, they said a new owner at the bag lady. And I went, what? They said, yeah. I went, dun, dun, dun. Here we go. And we're up and off to the races. But the other thing hang on for 1 second. If you just tuned in, you're listening to Let's Go Shopping with Bev right here on KCAA 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind. And yes, we're in our brand new station. We're all happy over here. Yay. And the second new kid on the block is Rebecca. She's sitting right next to me, and she is the proud owner of the Bag Lady right here in Redlands.
Thank you very much. Yes, the Bag Ladies, plural, Bag Ladies Consignment, and more, has added a new person. Her name is Betty, and if you've noticed when you drive by, you'll see that silhouette.
Is that her name?
That's her name. She has to have a name.
Yes.
And Betty just seems to fit her because she's such a 1940s figure. And the dress form is made of burlap and cow's hide. So
is that what that is?
Yes. So she's very unique. And I've had several that say, why don't you dress her? Because she's so true to form. And when you come in that shop, you're true to form. You bring it in. We dress you as you go out. She's just iconic, and I love her the way she is. So we call her Betty.
You know, it'd be kind of cool, right? On your literature, or maybe on. Don't tell anybody I gave you this idea. Okay. It's between you and I, so nobody else knows. Okay. It would be kind of cool when you do your shopping bags, right? Have a scape of Betty on the shopping bag.
That's not a bad idea.
Because that is a good logo, and it fits you guys.
Yeah, she's pretty special.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, I'd definitely give that some thought.
Yeah, do that and see what happens. I think that'd be kind of cool. And the other thing that I truly enjoy about your shop, and with me, this is my business, and I'm very particular on when I walk into a place exactly what I'm looking for, the feeling that I want to get. And I go in, I don't tell nobody who I is. I snoop it out, blah, blah, blah. Well, you and I got talking as soon as I walked in the door, so, But
anyone who walks in my family, it's your family when you walk in my store.
I love that saying. Yeah. Put that on there, too, with Betty. And I got that homey type feeling, that you're going, okay, I can take a deep breath, I can be myself. And when we got talking, and all the other ladies that were in there that day, and that one lady, I never got her name, and she was looking at the shoes.
Okay.
And she really cracked me up. She's going, I love all these shoes, but I don't know which one I want. I says, well, why don't you buy them all? She says, I would if I could fit into them. She says, do you think my feet could lose weight? I said, no, but maybe we can stretch out the shoes.
This is
and we're talking about these shoes. I mean, she had me rolling.
Yes, that's
you know?
pretty funny.
It is. And why don't you bump out your contact information?
All right. Well, folks, if you're in the area, please come look us up at 423 East Citrus Avenue in the beautiful city of Redlands. And our phone number is area code 909-798-8385. You can also look us up on the web at www.bagladiesconsignment.com. And I look forward. We're open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And if you call or if you come in and a young man with a deep voice says, welcome to the Bag Ladies, that's Raymond. He's my son. Be nice. He's a good guy.
He really is, and very talented.
Yes, he is. Thank you.
And I love the photographs that, I hope he doesn't mind that we're talking about him.
No.
But what he did is when you wanted different photographs of the clothing done on the certain models. Oh, Brandon, you should see these photographs that her son did for the advertising. And what it was is that he got himself a camera, he found the models, he took the wardrobes from your store, dressed them up in different parts of the city. He took the photographs for the magazine. It's incredible.
You can see some of those photos on our website under what you'll find.
Okay. Okay, hang on for one second. Don't go nowhere. Hey, Ghost, is that a you?
That's me. How are you, Beth?
I'm good. The light on my phone did not shine up, so I'm sorry. I did not realize you were there.
Oh, no worries.
Okay. And Ghost, guess who I have with us?
Who do we have?
We have Rebecca from the Bag Ladies.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Ghost. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
And Ghost is another new friend of ours, and he is the third kid on the block. The new kid on the block. That's the theme of the show. And he is the proud owner of the Red Rooster. And so, Ghost, would you tell us the beginning of your story? When did you get started and why?
Okay, sure. Not a problem. So I got started with my partner, Linda Davison. Her and I own the Red Rooster. She's been in the vintage antiques and repurposing business for over 10 years. And then I got involved with it with Linda, and I actually fell in love with the repurposing and all the vintage pieces. I mean, from taking an old piece and giving it a new life. Because remember, these amazing bones. Mm-hmm. Why throw them on if you just repurpose them? And we pretty much at the shop, we like to teach the ladies how to do the anti-sloan painting. We carry the anti-sloan chalk paint, and it's pretty amazing. No prep, no sanding. Just you literally just paint and go. It's that easy. We like to teach the workshops and from beginners to all the different techniques, and it's a real fun hobby that turned into a business. And we're happy to be in Redlands now. We moved down from Yucaipa, and we were in Yucaipa for about 3 years, and now we're off 100 West Stewart Street, Stewart Ave in Redlands, and great space. We love being out there, and we're happy to show the different things. Stop by and kind of show them our business model.
That is so cool. And I was telling Rebecca, we earlier when we were waiting to get on air, and she loves all the antiques and everything just like I do, and so we got a jibber-jabbering about it. And
Nice.
I told her about your big rooster outside, and then if you could tell all of our listeners the different nights when you have where people come in and they can do all the paintings and on the different items that they purchase there, and then the paintings on the walls, like in the cabinetry that you teach them.
Great.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Barely.
Let me fix my phone. Okay, the night that we're doing, we normally do them on every Saturday of the month, like July 20th. We'll have our wine and design our rooster night. We'll have like on the 22nd we'll do wine design flowers. The 27th of July we'll do wine design barn. We'll do advanced techniques on the 29th of this month. So we'll do different classes from like custom clock classes. We'll do basic techniques, wine design in August. So we kind of like, depending on how many people want to join, and from their range from being beginners or more advanced. And we're happy to design classes around if you have a group, if you have like 3 or more, we'll do private groups. They're fun classes. You learn a lot. You leave super confident. I guarantee I've seen the ugliest kitchens turn into some beautiful shabby chic kitchens.
Hey, Ghost, can you get closer to the phone? We're kind of you're kind of breaking up from your location.
Okay, can you hear me now?
There you go. We got you.
Perfect.
Okay.
I had to walk to my left.
Oh, you're doing a good. You're dancing and painting all at the same time, right?
Painting at the same time.
Hold the antenna.
Yes, and then also when you have the different classes, and what is it? 6 p.m. the classes start?
Yeah, on Saturdays we have classes that start at 2.
At 2 p.m.
Okay. Our afternoon classes, but we can also customize classes to what makes sense for the for the client. If they have, it could be from a group of. It's funny because we've had like groups of teachers, wives. We have like all these different groups, and they would bring their friends. And let's just say if they can't make it till like Saturday till like 3 or 4, we'll modify our time. It's not a problem. We want everybody to kind of get in and learn, and when I tell you, you learn so much and you leave confident. I mean, I've seen some of the most unartistic people come here and leave, ready to paint, and it's such a nice hobby to do. Where you're painting everything in your home. I've seen so many pieces come to life.
Absolutely.
And it's just a fun it's a fun way of just expressing yourself.
It is in that shop, and I was telling Rebecca about all the fantastic things that you have in there, and she was getting more excited as we got talking. So I think you're going to have a new customer when she has a day off from her shop to pop down to your shop.
Sounds like we may have to work on a wall.
I mean, it's from custom lighting, from steampunk lighting, from vintage pieces, from armoire, from just so many neat pieces. I mean, when you come in there, we'll be happy to give you.
And one of the pieces that I was telling her about is in the back, how you first come into the lobby, and then there's room after room after room. And the one way in the back there, and you had that old lamp. And
that was in Mainland. More the industrial area.
That's right. And we were talking about it, and then how I could take that light off, and the way it's made, I could put my camera right up on it, and it will sit right up onto the table. And I mean, this thing was incredible.
How fun.
Yes. And I still didn't get a chance to get back there and measure the thing, and the way time goes. But I mean, from all the furniture to the knicky-knacks, to the dishes, to the this and a that to the this.
That's right.
I've got a measuring tape at the shop.
You do?
Yeah.
Good.
We're in.
You bring that.
Okay.
Okay? And I'll bring the paper and
I
pen.
even have the truck. So.
Oh, you got a truck? Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing when you come to the shop. You'll see we have it organized nicely where from the dishes, surface glass, from different old themes that we've created, and we even have like a shabby chic room. Cool art on the walls, tons of mirrors, vintage mirrors, and it's so many different cool little pieces where you can go, okay. From paintings of cows and roosters and pigs.
Ghost, let me ask you a quick question. Where do you get your items?
All over the place.
So do you different estates?
Some we have. We're real selective of the pieces that we put in the shop.
Okay.
We have no clothing in the shop. It's all pieces, and we're just real selective of the pieces. and when you come by, you'll kind of see that, okay, these guys are more on the themes. Our theme is the Red Rooster, so
well, we may have to talk.
Yeah, the two of you definitely have to get together.
I have estates that need to be resolved as well.
Yeah, I mean, we'd love to have you come by, and we can definitely talk about that. Yeah, I mean, we like quality pieces. We love quality pieces that, you know, that would make sense, and we love to repurpose. Sometimes some of the pieces just need to be repurposed, and that's what we want to show the people, is how to repurpose, and to really, they might have a piece left home and they want to throw it out. We encourage them to just paint it. We promise you'll fall back in love with it.
That is so true. And if you just tuned in, you're listening to Let's Go Shopping with Bev right here on KCAA 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind. And we're talking about the new kids on the block. And yes, we're one of them. We're in our new radio station, Hey, Hey, Hey. And we have Rebecca, and she is the new owner of the Bag Ladies, also in Redlands. And we have Ghost, and he is the owner of the Red Rooster. That is also here in Redlands. Yay. And so that's why we're calling it the New Kids on the Block. And Ghost, I wanted to ask you, in the back of the store, the last time I was there, you had that big rocking chair, that wooden rocking chair. Is that still there?
I think it might be. I think it is. It's. I think it's still. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Okay, then I have to go. I need a day off and just go cruising from place to place. You know what I mean?
You might need two.
And today I'm not in the shop, believe it or not, but I want to say it's still there. And I always encourage people, when they see something that they really want, just get it, because I hate telling people it's here and then 2 hours later they come back and it's gone.
True.
Right.
It's just Murphy's Law. It happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They think about it, they come back, and it's gone. And that item, someone probably didn't look at it for a month, and that day it's gone.
And with that being said, why don't you bump out your contact information for us all?
Sure. So we're the Red Rooster. We're at 100 West Stewart Ave in Redlands, California. Our number is 909-708-9527. Once again, we're the Red Rooster. We're the New Kids on the Block at 100 West Stewart Ave, across from the Kokorian. So it's you can't miss us. We have a big rooster awning. We have a big rooster in the front. And we would love to have anyone that wants to stop by. We'll give them a tour, show them our paint samples, tell them about the Annie Sloan paint, because we are stocked as Annie Sloan, and it's by far been the best paint we've ever stocked.
Can't wait to try it.
I know it. We have to go there. Well, Ghost, I want to thank you. I know you're quite busy on what you're doing. Thank you for taking time out of your designing and everything to talk to us for a little bit. And can we catch up with you at another time?
Absolutely. I'd love to talk to you again, Ben. And Rebecca, it was a pleasure meeting you, and we'd love to have you come by the shop.
Thank you. Look forward to meeting you and Lisa.
Okay.
Linda. My apologies. Linda.
Hey, the heat. Blame it on, when we make a boo-boo, we can blame it on the heat.
That's right.
My memory.
Hey, and I think Rebecca and I are happy to be the New Kids on the Block.
Amen.
And Bev, thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome, hon. Say hello to everybody, and I'll catch up with you later on.
Will do. Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
And right now, let's do that little thing we got to do, break for a minute, and we'll be right back.
I wish I was homeward bound, home where my thoughts escaping, home where my music's playing, home where my love lies waiting silently for me.
Thank you, Inland Empire, for listening to KCAA Radio.
Hi, this is Cliff from Cliff's Pest Control. Have you had problems with pests lately? Cliff's Pest Control has been in business for over 40 years and is family owned and operated. We can take care of your general pest problems, that's the ants, spiders, all the crawling bugs, and we also can take care of your termite problems. You can reach us at 909-887-1862. That's 909-887-1862. That's Cliff's Pest Control, Inc., serving the Inland Empire for over 40 years.
Hi, my name is Don, and I work with my wife Marie. We are holistic health practitioners specializing in magnetic therapy. Got pain, get relief. We are the Got Pain people. The benefits of magnetic therapy are speed up healing time, reduce discomfort and pain, reduce inflammation, detoxify your body, help improve blood flow. Got pain, get relief. We are the Got Pain people. With MD Jarbog Magnetics, we can be reached at 951-743-6903. We help to relieve pain without the dangerous side effects of drugs. Some of the other benefits of biomagnetism are a safe alternative for the treatment of over 500 ailments, including cancers, chronic back pain, migraines, asthmas, cysts, tumors, acne, arthritis, knee pain, sports injuries, broken bones, high blood pressure, diabetes, fibromyalgia, sciatica, multiple sclerosis, stroke recovery. It also helps reconnect the brain to the nerves. We are located in Yucaipa, and we are the Got Pain people. With MD Jarbog Magnetics, got pain, get relief. 951-743-6903. Once again, 951-743-6903.
Hello, Inland Empire. We are Fabia and Nacho, the owners of Frank and Kids Garage. Do you have an import vehicle and don't know where to have it serviced? Frank and Kids Garage Import Automotive Repair Specialists will fix your Japanese, German, or American car. We've been in San Bernardino since 1969, specializing in import autos, but certified to work on most makes and models. We're located at 480 South Arrowhead in San Bernardino. Follow us on social media at Frank and Kids 2, on the web at frankandkids.com. For free estimates, call us at 909-888-0410. Se habla español.
If you own or work at a restaurant, bar, or nightclub, here's an important message to help improve your bottom line. At Starflight Entertainment, we rent professional karaoke DJ systems. The monthly cost is affordable, and Starflight systems are easy to operate. For more information, call me, Rich, or Bev at Starflight Entertainment, 909-797-7291. Starflight karaoke systems have great sound, and Starflight provides a large selection of songs, everything from the 40s to today's latest hits. We at Starflight Entertainment will supply a professional karaoke jockey, or we'll train someone for you. The Starflight system can also be used almost like a jukebox during your slower times. Starflight Entertainment has been in business since 1989, and many bars, restaurants, and clubs have been customers for up to 10 years. Starflight covers San Bernardino, Riverside, Orange, and Los Angeles counties, and we can help improve your business. So remember the name Starflight Entertainment, and remember 909-797-7291.
Starflight Entertainment.
San Bernardino, Loma Linda, Rialto listens to KCAA Radio.
Everybody, and I hope you're all enjoying this once-in-a-lifetime show. Rebecca and I and Brandon and Ghost, we're having so much fun doing it. And Ghost, thank you again for being with us and taking the time out of your work. Now, we're going to walk down the street a little bit from Rebecca's shop and from Ghost's shop, and we're going straight downtown on State Street, and we're going to be talking about the fabulous, incredible Thursday night Farmers Night.
Market night, yes.
Market night for the farmers. And if you have never been there, go. I mean, it will be the best Thursday evening you ever had. Bring the children with you.
Lots of things to do.
Yes, you can put them in, if you need the little strollers or whatever, bring them on. And what Rebecca and I are highly, highly going to recommend. Get a little something to eat, put something in your tummy, and wear the most comfortable shoes you have.
Yes.
And then if you bring your luggage, well, you call it purses, we call it luggage, bring the smallest one, because by the time you end up buying, you're going to be
Your
lugging
hands will be full. Yes.
everything. Right, but you know what I've been noticing now is a lot of people with children or without children will bring a little wagon.
Their strollers or their wagons, yes,
Yes,
they do.
yes.
Because they know what to find there. There's going to be lots of food. There's lots of entertainment, too. Don't forget the bands that perform. A lot of the jazz kids, a lot of street performers. It's just an all-night. It's a date night is what it is for a lot of people.
Oh, it really is. And that is the coolest night. Yeah. And then when everything is said and done, then you can go and get yourself a nice glass of wine.
Absolutely.
Which works good, But what it is, it's on each, you're right, it's on each Thursday night.
Every
Would
Thursday
you
night.
imagine that?
I know. Go think Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, who would have thunk it? And it's from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And the two of us ladies are going to highly, I got to say it again, highly recommend get there early because of parking.
Yes, and they do block the streets starting at 5 o'clock, 5:30.
Yes, and so, the earlier you can scoot down there you go. Another thing that we thought about, if a lot of people in your neighborhood are going, or a lot of girlfriends are going, or whatever, try to take one car. Absolutely. Right? Everybody chips in a quarter or something for gas, whatever it is, and it's easier to park there. Or
get a lift.
A lift, right? A lift is another good thing. No, it's not that. It lifts you up and down. A lift is a little bus that takes
Uber,
you to
a
and
lift,
from.
yes.
Right. And what it does is, and when you were talking about the entertainment,
yes,
each Thursday night they have different bands. They have different singers out there, all different kinds of singers. They have people doing all different kinds of dances. Like they were doing them Irish. The jigs, and thank you.
Yes.
I couldn't think of the name there. And they do
Celtic
that.
dancing.
Yes, and then also what I love, and I was told I was too tall to do this. Okay, yeah, me. I'm too tall for something. But anyways, they have a lovely
I could
child
be a tree
zone.
then.
Right. There you go. A child's zone. And what they do is they have this little tiny, it looks like the beginning of an engine from a train. And then they connect little tiny cars behind it, and they take the children for a ride.
Right.
All over the place, right?
And they won't let us.
I was too tall for that. And then also they have different rides that they have, different games for the children to play, which is absolutely fabulous. And I found out when I was at City Hall yesterday, talking to all our new friends, that they have a petting area where children can come and pet the animals. And also, and I asked twice and then a third time and got the same answer. They right now are hooked up with the animal shelters, and they have where you can come and adopt your pet. So there you go.
That would be Bill Miller's, probably his group out of.
Yes, that is.
Bill
that
and
is.
Tori Miller.
And so I thought that was absolutely fabulous. Now, to really get into what a market night is, when you hear market night, what do you think of?
Buy stuff, sell stuff, market.
Market.
Yes,
Okay.
flea market, you think.
Is there any, let me ask, is there any certain food or veggie or something you think
Organic
of?
strawberries, corn on the cob, radishes, you name it. Anything that somebody in their garden or home gardeners would put out there for sale.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And you should see, they have, I kid you not, and I triple check on everything, they have 140 vendors.
Wow.
Plus.
I didn't even know that.
Plus, yes. And when it comes to all the veggies and all the fruits, all the flowers, everything like that, even the breads and the rolls, they're all fresh, and everything comes, except the breads, it doesn't come from a garden. The bakery got to bake
started
it.
there somewhere.
Right? Yeah, with the flour and stuff, that comes from there. But they have all of these things, and they're fresh every single week.
Yum. Wish I could eat it.
I know it. And I when I was back on the freeway going up the mountain, and when she said how fresh it was, all I could think is a lovely green salad with the fresh pears and strawberries in it.
But how about all those vendors with the homemade, with the honeys and the dressings and the hummus
Yes.
and so
The
you have
nuts.
a full meal. You could just wander through there and have a complete meal just from one end to the other.
Right, have, a little plastic plate and a
That's what we
fork.
call ganache.
Yeah, and a ganache, and take one of this, one of that, and walk through. And also talking about food, they have, because I love my food.
Oh, yeah.
Constantly on the go, and I'm constantly stuffing stuff down my throat.
I can eat.
That didn't sound right, but anyways, they have food trucks,
Yes.
different food trucks. They have different food vendors
Oh, yeah.
out there. So you will not go hungry.
No.
No. And then
If you go
with-
hungry, it's your fault.
there you go. That's it. And then with all the lovely entertainment that they have, and then our favorite part, the jewelry and the knicky-knackies and the hats and the luggage and the clothing and all the arts and crafts that they sell. It's unbelievable.
There's some amazing artists that's down there. And plus, in Redlands alone, it is such an eclectic collection of artists and
Yes.
musicians with lots of talent. Having firsthand knowledge of the music in this town, it's amazing what you'll see there. And it's worth just the show, just to walk down and watch them work. It's fabulous. I really enjoy it myself.
And I'm glad you mentioned that too, because another thing, you can go on your computer and push in www.cityofredlands.com or .org. The calendars are going to pop up with all the neat things going on. And also, too, they have the bowl, the Redlands
Yes,
Bowl.
yes.
And at the park, and every weekend or every other weekend, they have different performances. They have plays, they have the musicals, and so on and so on. So, yeah.
My favorite is the Tuesday Community Sing. It used to be, they're getting ready to bring it back, and a good friend of mine is actually leading that. My father-in-law used to lead that. So Curtis Allen Sr. was the Tuesday
Really?
night community sing. Oh, yes, for years. And unfortunately, when he passed away, my husband and his sister did the final show there at the Bowl. But the Bowl is strictly by donation. So when you go there and you appreciate a show, be sure to give a little bit to them. Give it back, because these are amazing artists and entertainers that perform there.
Yes, you have to. And I always believe in giving back.
Absolutely.
You know, no matter, because they all do a lot of work with
yes,
the
they do.
rehearsal and you know, on and on and on, and then the costumes and the setups and this. That is quite a lot of work for anyone to do.
Agreed.
You know,
Agreed.
yes. And then also, let's remind everybody about the YMCA.
Oh, yes, the YMCA right across the street from the Bag Ladies store.
Yes, and they have different summer activities for all the children.
There's the YU.
Why are you?
The what is it? The circus, the Y Circus.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking.
The why are you?
The why are you?
Now, the joke about this, and I was laughing with some of the gals down there when they said, why are you? And I says, why are me? No, not why are me. Why are
Yes,
you?
why are you?
Why are you? And we had this little skit thing going on with that name.
Who's on
laughing.
first,
Yeah, who's on first and second and all of that. So that's a lot of fun. And also, this city has been here for centuries.
No.
And why we're talking about Redlands, it's our new home. I always love this city. Like I said, every year I'm involved with the cancer walks, all the different events they call, I'm there. And our whole station is down there. Now we're a part of the family here, you know. And so, and if there's any questions that you would like to ask us at this moment, jot them down and give me a call, and then I can fill you in and all this other good stuff.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yes. Oh, and don't forget the coffee beans down here. And my favorite hangout of all hangouts, Starbucks.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Right across the street from me.
Yes, and Brandon and I, we do not do a show without Starbucks. It's been like that. How many thousands of years now? Right?
Well, I've been alive for 7,000 years, so at least twice that.
Yes, there you go. Yes. And Brandon was
3
telling
times on
me.
Sunday.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Brandon was telling me about another coffee shop. So when I go snooping around, because we're very big coffee drinkers down here, so I'll have to check out that one also.
Yeah, if I could remember the name of it, I'd tell everyone, but I can't.
Well, you
Do
told
you know
me
what street it's on?
Okay, so if you get off on California Street on the 10, you go north, where the Kaiser Hospital is, if you turn left there and then go down 2 blocks, it's there.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check them out, and I'll let everybody know. You know, and Brandon, why we got you here, darling, did you like the way we got you back on that microphone? When is there a shop that you like to shop in here in Redlands, or a certain thing that you like to do here in Redlands?
You know what? Market night is perfect for what I like to do in Redlands. What I like to do is go to downtown Redlands and just walk all of downtown. It seems like there's always something new happening there, and it's also nice. Even on a hot day, there's enough shade and there's enough to do that you don't really mind the heat. So,
And if you haven't had a chance, you should check out the Smiley Library, as well as the Lincoln Shrine. There's a museum in there, and it's an amazing story, and a lot of history here, and phenomenal culture.
It
and
is.
The University of Redlands as well. They do a lot of free concerts, so you can't go wrong there too.
all right.
And the thing that, when I first got down here and I banged into Redlands, now everybody knows I'm a New Yorker. I'm used to 10,000 people in cars and, on and on and on. But I have family up north, upstate New York, and then in Maine, in Vermont, and all. That was my playground for years and years and years. When I first came down here and seen Redlands, it instantly took me back home.
Wow.
Upstate, because we have a lot of towns like this with the unique independent mom and pop shops, the different homemade restaurants, and and everything was made fresh and this and that. Everybody said hello to everybody.
Everyone
Even
knew
if you
each
didn't
other.
know the person, you said hello and and what have you. And that's what this town reminds me of.
I have a question for you then.
Yes.
How do you find parking in a crowded place?
There's a secret to that. Don't tell nobody this secret. I'll tell you, Rebecca,
Okay.
too, and don't tell nobody. Okay?
Completely silent.
Okay, good. Being a New Yorker, trying to find a parking spot in there, forget about it. It'll take you a month to find a parking spot. I kid you not. Inside that city, it's crazy, crazy. That's why all of us will, grab a cab or the bus or the subway, whatever, to get from point A to point B. Here, go first thing in the morning, and wherever you're going to be, whatever part of the city or town you're going to be at, right? Find where the closest coffee shop is to the location where you got to go to. All right?
Makes sense.
Then what you do is right after lunch, you park your vehicle.
All right.
You walk away, go and do what walk to work or whatever it is, and then in the evening doing whatever you're going to be doing, and you got your parking spot.
So you gave me an idea. I could just map out the closest and most frequent route to downtown Redlands from the Omnitrans buses and park there.
Yep.
And then I think it's $1.75 to get to downtown. And for not having to walk about a mile and a half, that's worth it.
Yeah, because you're up by the university, and that is quite a long hike.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It really is. And then the other thing, too, is like when I was down here the past couple of days, and I couldn't find a parking spot. So across the street, where that Rite Aid drugstore is and all of that?
In the mall shopping center.
In the mall shopping center?
Yeah, where there's a little Denny's. That Denny's is really
They
nice.
have good food. Try the Grand Slam. Oh, that's a good stuff.
I recommend banana splits. From
Ooh.
Denny's.
How do you split a banana?
Carefully.
No, you get a monkey and he goes, hee-haw.
So that reminds me of my favorite thing at Denny's. If you have heart problems, it's going to make your heart hurt, and it's not on the menu anymore, but you can still order it.
What is
it's
it?
the fried cheese melt.
Oh, you would have to mention that now, huh? I'm getting so hungry.
Oh, he had me at the cheese.
Yes. Lovely, lovely cheese. And my favorite cheese is goat cheese. I love that stuff.
It's good.
Yeah, And
My best friend hates it, but I love it.
how could anybody hate that? Yeah,
Same thing.
I was just going to ask Brandon how many. He gave me the 3 fingers. And really quick, I got to tell the story one more time. When Brandon and I started working together, we have hand signals back and forth through the window,
I see
right?
that, yes.
And so when I'm not sure about the time, I will go like this, right? Like, okay, time. Well, he put up 1 finger. Well, after the show, this lady called me, and she was so upset. Why did Brandon give you the finger?
Oh, my.
And I had to explain to her, and I was laughing. I said, no, it meant 1 minute, So, yeah, that's what it is.
He's too polite for that.
Oh, and he's too talented. He's been doing this. Yeah, he's a professional in doing what he's doing. And real quick, Rebecca, because before we got to say adios, would you bump out all your contact information one more time?
Absolutely. We are the Bag Ladies Consignment Store in Redlands, California, located at 423 East Citrus Avenue. Our phone number is area code 909-798-8385. And you can look us up on the website at www.bagladiesconsignment.com.
And the card for Stuart, you want to bump him out, please?
Oh,
that's over to you.
definitely. And we've got the Red Rooster Vintage, which is new to town, too. And they are located at 1-800 West Stewart Avenue, Redlands, California, 92374. Phone number is 909-708-9527. Again, that's 909-708-9527. What are their hours? Do you know?
As far as I know, if I'm wrong, I will apologize. They're open in the morning at 10.
10
And
a.m.
and that varies in the evening if they have the classes or they don't have the classes. But one can, since you got the phone number, you can just pop on the phone and call them. And all of this will be on Facebook and Twitter and all that other good stuff tomorrow. And I see that one a finger right to now. And so, Brandon, thank you for another good show.
No problem.
And I'm glad my friends were with us. We did this first show, once in a lifetime happening. Yay!
Woohoo!
Yes. And thank you, Ghost, for being on with us today. And I will catch up with you next week. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you, Bev.
And we have one song that we're going to play specially for today, and it's going to be called Downtown. And we'll talk to you next week, same time, same station. Ciao.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown, just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.
A couple of high-profile layoffs are in the news, but overall layoffs and firings are way down. The Labor Department says only 233,000 Americans filed for first-time benefits last week. That's 15,000 fewer than the week before and much better than most economists predicted. The high-profile layoffs include up to 700 at railroad giant CSX and 338 at Carrier Air Conditioner. Those jobs are moving to Mexico. Carrier's layoff announcement comes exactly 6 months after President Trump announced a deal with the CEO to cancel plans to move all its operations to Mexico and keep some of the Carrier jobs in Indiana.